The baseball gloves have been dusted off, the sunflower seeds have been broken out, and the seal on the 2022 baseball season on Baby Blue Memories has commenced. I'm Brandon Bordeaux. This matchup brought to you by Mohawk Super Bingo. It's the U15 A Division, the St. Laurent Crush in orange and black, taking on the Warhawks in the red and black. Taking a look at the Warhawks offensively in the outfield, Asia Laurent in right, Jackson Norton in center, James Stacy in left. Behind the plate is Sago-Nigadawis. Daibo on the infield. At first, Tyson Kyer at second, Callan Stacy at short, Rustin Dahaway Gabriel at third is Casey Delaboost. On the mound is Jada Norton, and she will face a lineup which features Matthew Reich, Anthony Coronos, and Thomas Gendron to kick things off here for the Crush in the top of the first inning. Opening day, at least, of our coverage last night. A couple of results for you. The Junior A Warhawks, a 7-6 win over Monterey West. That's the Reds. So that team based out of Saint Lazare, as well as the Vaudreuil-Dorion area. And the Midget Warhawks got roughed up 17-0 by Pierrefonds. That's Midget A. And it's the first year in a while we have a Bantam team. The juniors won their first ever game yesterday. We'll see how the Bantam A's do as we play ball here on this beautiful 29-degree day in Kahnawake. First pitch is a ball from Norton. The core of this team won the championship last year with the Pee-wee Mohawks or Warhawks. There's a few players though that were at other places. And that ball misses 2-0 the count on Matthew Reich. That'll be ball 3 and a quick 3-0 count here. And that is a 4-pitch leadoff walk for Matthew Reich to start things off for the Crush.
Jackson, back up the throw.
Anthony Coronos coming into bat. Another right-hander for the Crush. Sago-Nigadawis Daibo behind the plate. And the runner's going. And he's in there standing up, so a leadoff steal. Want to know, meanwhile, the count on Coronos as that ball was in the dirt. Runner's going. Up high, and it's a 2-0 count. And Reich has made it to third. So 2-0 to Coronos. That's high, and it's a 3-ball count on the number 2 hitter for the St. Laurent Crush. That wind's coming out of the east today, and that's ball 4 and a 4-pitch walk to Anthony Coronos. And runners are on the corners for the Crush with Thomas Gendron, the number 3 hitter, the cleanup, stepping into bat. Number 3 hitter. Of course, cleanup is the 4 spot. Runner's going. And now there's 2 runners in scoring position for the Crush. A good opportunity for Gendron. Here's the pitch. Gendron lays off, and it's 2 balls, no strikes. And don't forget, the big difference for a lot of these players is that unlike Pee-wee B, in Bantam, you can steal home. Three balls, no strikes. That's high, and it's a 4-pitch walk to Gendron, and the Crush have loaded the bases in the top of the first for the cleanup hitter, Philip Nadeau. Azu Filiatro on deck for the Crush. And that misses away, ball one. That's a little low, and it's a 2-0 count. That swung on and missed, and it's strike one, a 2-1 count. That's got to feel good for Jada. And you notice the difference this year compared to last. Now the home plate umpire is behind the plate. Hit on the ground to first. That's going to get through to the right side of the outfield. Laurent knocks it down. One runner is in. The second run comes across and will score, and it's a 2-run single for Philip Nadeau, and the Crush have a 2-0 lead. And runners on the corner. The maximum 5th run is stepping into bat here. Filiacho. Swung on and missed by Filiacho, and the ball gets past the catcher into the backstop. So a runner does advance to second. 2 runners in scoring position for the Crush. And that misses. 1 ball, 1 strike. And that misses high. It's 2-1 the count. St. Laurent leading by a score of 2-0 here in the top of the first inning. And it's now a 3-ball, 1 strike count. Don't forget, you could steal home in Bantam.
He wants the ball. Get off the field. There's 3 guys sitting here that want to play.
That is inside. Sorry, I thought it was 2-1. It was actually a 3-1 count, so the bases are now loaded. And in steps in Justin Vancourt, number 11. Count. And we have a timeout taken by head coach Ronnie Stacy, and we're going to have a pitching change, I believe. So Norton is going to go to second, and Callan Stacy will come in to pitch. So we'll take a pause to the cause. St. Laurent by 2. Welcome back here in the top half of the first inning. A pitching change. Their bases are loaded. There's nobody out. The score is 2-0. And Callan Stacy has come in to pitch for the Hawks. Jada Norton, who started the game, goes to second. And Justin Vancourt steps in, and Callan's got a lot of work to do here. And that swung on, drilled through the middle of the infield, out to center. Jackson Norton knocks it down. 1 run is in. And the Crush lead at 3-0. It's an RBI single, and the bases remain loaded.
Why are you turning your back on a ball?
And here comes Antonin Crevier. Upstairs and away, 1-0 the count. That's in there for strike 1, and it's an even count, 1-1. Costas and Ellis on deck. And that swung on and missed, and we've got a 1-2 count here. Stacy digs in, the 1-2 offering. That's a little high. And it's a 2-2 count. Good pitch. That's guided to left field. Caught and left by Stacy. And the runner tags up, and that'll be a sacrifice fly to make it 4-0. Good catch in left by Stacy. One down. It's 4-0 St. Laurent. And here comes Costas Anales. So the Atros on second, Vaillancourt on first. Swung on and missed. 0-1 the count. This has got to be a little tricky too for the Crush. They go from an off-speed breaking ball pitcher to someone that's throwing some heat here in the early going. Off the plate, 1-1 the count. Daibo looks to third. To the Atro not going for it. Upstairs, and it's a 2-1 count. Swung on and missed, and it's a 2-2 count on Anales. Peter Samaras on deck for the Crush. One down, 4-0 St. Laurent. Two runners on base. The pitch. That's upstairs, and we've got a full count, 3-2. The 3-2. Runner's going. And that's a ball, so unfortunately it's not a stolen base. It's just a free pass. And the bases are loaded for Peter Samaras here. Samaras gets some contact, drives it into opposite field. That is fair, and that is a 5th run. And St. Laurent has started their season off with a very loud opening inning. 5-0 Crush after the first. We're back here at the Sports Complex Field, bottom of the first inning. St. Laurent Crush, Kahnawake Warhawks, U15 A division. The Crush with a 5 spot in the top of the first. And it's time for the Warhawks to try and come back. They're going to send up a lineup which features AJ Delarone, Casey Diaboost, and Callan Stacy to face Matthew Reich, the left-handed pitcher, who walked and scored in the top of the first. So Delarone will step in. Leading off the bottom of the first inning, St. Laurent a 5-0 lead here. A lot of these players, it's their first time playing A. There's ball 1 in the dirt. Warhawks with a couple of veterans, though, that have been part of the A club. Tyson Kyer, Callan Stacy, both of whom have years of experience at the A level. As Delarone fouls this one off, 1-1 the count. So they do have some experience here. A couple of players out of the lineup tonight for the Warhawks. Jordan Norton out. Cade Stacy is out as well. That's in there at the knees. It's a 1-2 count. Cade Stacy, Jordan Norton not in the lineup for the Warhawks. Here's the 1-2 offering. On the ground to third. Jean picks it up, guns it across the diamond, and that'll be in time for the first out of the bottom of the first. And Casey Diaboost steps into bat now. Good pickup by Carrenos over at third. One down, and here's the pitch to Diaboost. That's upstairs, a 1-0 count. Callan Stacy, the number 3 batter, on deck. 5-0 here in the bottom of the first. Strike one right down Broadway, and it's an even 1-1 count. That misses away, and it's a 2-1 count. And that is low, and we've got a 3-1 count.
Fire! 3-1.
That's down Broadway, and it's a full count, 3-2.
Let's go.
The 3-2 from Reich. That misses, and it's ball 4. And the Warhawks have a runner on as Cal and Stacy will step into bat. So Stacy, the number 3 batter, and Rasundahoe Gabriel, the cleanup hitter, on deck. Runners going. They throw back to first. And Delabous gets the second on the steal. Runner in scoring position. That takes out the double play ball. 1 out. That's inside on Cal and Stacy. 1 ball, no strikes. That's in there, and it's an even 1-1 count. On the ground to first, it's bounced and fielded at first, and the first baseman Viancourt steps on the bag for out number 2. Norton makes it over to third, or Dalabou, sorry, makes it over to third. And Gabriel coming in the bat. Rasundahoe Gabriel coming in. Then a cleanup batter. Gonna try and clean up this shutout and get the Warhawks on the board here. And Filiacho in center field really going back.
Let's go, pitcher!
Must have saw that video of Gabriel hitting the ball out of the stadium last year in that win over Mercier back in the quarterfinals of Lac St. Louis, and that's fouled towards us. It stays in play, and we got a 1-1 count. Gabriel a little late on that one. He got a little under it too. Two balls, 1 strike. You could steal home, but the layout of this particular field is not favorable for those positions, as there's not a whole lot of room in the backstop. Runner goes. What a throw back behind the backstop. I think Dalabous was a little surprised by that. The 3-1 to Gabriel. He swings and misses, and it's a full count. Don't forget, a lot of these players were on the Pee Wee B team last year, so from Pee Wee B to Bantamé, the jump is massive. Gabriel smokes this one to third. Knocked down. The throw across the diamond. Not in time. And Gabriel's going to turn on the Jets. Looks back. He goes to second, and he's in there with an RBI double. And a slide that resembled more of an off-season stumble. Casey Delabous scores. It's now 5-1. The Warhawks are on the board, and Jaden Norton steps in the bat. Norton's in with Stacy on deck. And Norton behind this one is strike 1. James Stacy, one of the few Warhawks who played on the Bantam team last year, which won the regionals, finished 4th place provincially. Warhawks with a couple of those veterans. Logan Gabriel was in the lineup today, one of those players as well. Here's the pitch. Norton behind, it's strike 2. Zero balls, 2 strikes. Reich steps in. The 0-2. Runner goes, and it doesn't matter. That is strike 3, and we're heading into the top of the second inning. The Warhawks get 1, but trail 5-1 after 1. We welcome you back here to the Sports Complex ball field, top of the second inning. The St. Laurent U15A Crush leading the Warhawks by a score of 5-1 as we enter the top half of the second inning. Theo Gabriel, Victor Poisson, Matthew Reich in to face Callan Stacy. Warhawks only got 1 out in the top of the first. They're hoping to do a little bit more in this one. And that's outside for ball 1 on Gabriel. Victor Poisson on deck. Warhawks with 1 run on 1 base hit in the last inning. The Crush have 3 hits. That's in there. Callan Stacy, who is peewee age but playing up. And that one misses upstairs, and we've got a 3-ball, 1 strike count. Here on Gabriel. The 3-1. That misses away, and it's ball 4. So here comes Poisson. Left-handed batter, stepping in. Hit on the ground towards third, and they're not going to have a play. A tough play for the left-hander, Logan Gabriel, who came in, and that's just one of those knuckleballs right off the edge of the bat. For a left-hander, especially coming in to try and have to turn and throw that, would have been very difficult. And here's Matthew Reich, who takes strike 1. He's a left-handed batter, but he's a left-handed pitcher, but he bats right. The only example of that I knew was Ricky Henderson, and he ended up being an okay ball player. But Reich takes strike 1. Here's the 0-1 off the plate. We've got an even count here, 1 ball, 1 strike. Off the plate. Two balls and a strike. That swung on and missed. And we have a 2-ball, 2-strike count here. That's outside, and we've got a full count here. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Skied in the infield. That'll get over the head. Well, they got the force play over at second, but he dropped the ball. And the runners, well, the bases are now loaded. So the bases are loaded for St. Laurent, and nobody out. They get a free out basically out of that. And Anthony Carrenos is in. He walked and scored back in the top half of the first. And he hits this one to left. That's caught. And now the Runner's going to go home. The throw won't get there. And now the runners are caught in a rundown. And he's thrown out at third. A sacrifice. So Gabriel scores. Poison's thrown out. Wright moves to second. But there are 2 outs here. And Thomas Gendron will step in with the score 6-1. Well, there goes that free out. The pitch upstairs, 1-0. Roped, and that'll get over the head of the shortstop. And the run will score. Reich scores. It's an RBI single for Gendron. 7-1 St. Laurent. And here steps Philip Nadeau. That catches the outside corner for strike 1. 2 outs here in the top half of the second inning. Nadeau, the cleanup hitter, 1 for 1 with a single, 2 RBIs and a run scored. And that pitch is inside, evening the count at 1 ball, 1 strike. Azu Filiatro on deck. Hit on the ground, a comebacker to Callan Stacy. And the throw gets off the bag. Runners are now on the corners. And that is the second error committed by the Warhawks in this inning. So Filiatro is in. He walked back in the top of the first. Hit into shallow left. That will drop in front of Stacy in left. He retrieves it. A run scores. And it's now 8-1. And in steps Vaillancourt. Filiatro represents what would be the 5th run of the inning. That's roped into right field. And that'll get by the right fielder. Filiatro just has to make his way home. And Filiatro will score. That's the 5th run. Oh, a couple of errors cost the Warhawks in that inning. St. Laurent with another 5 spot, and they lead it by a score of 10-1. We're back with the bottom half of the second inning. The U15A Warhawks trailing by a score of 10-1 to St. Laurent. There's ball 1 to James Stacy. Stacy, Jackson Norton, and Tyson Kyer set to bat in this inning. That's strike 1 down Broadway, 1-1 count. Out of all the players on this team, that's low, 2-1 the count. Out of all the players on this team, only 2 will not be playing Bantam next year. So a young team as well for the Warhawks in the A division. That's off the plate. It's 3-1 on Stacy. Stacy is one of those graduating players. And Stacy behind on this one. It's a full count. And he swings at some high stuff for strike 3. And here's Jackson Norton. 1 down here in the bottom of the second. The core of this team played with the Pee Wee B Warhawks last year. They went 10-6-2 in Lac St. Louis. got hot, won the regionals, and made it to the second game of the provincials. Norton behind on this one for strike one. They lost that game 8-6 to Drummondville. That's in there, and it's 0-2 on Norton. Ball one. Norton foul tips this, and it's not caught. So the bat continues. Upstairs and away, we've got an even count here. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Reich in his second inning of work gave up 1 run, 1 walk, 1 hit in the bottom half of the first. And Norton swings through strike 3, and that's a strikeout. And that's Reich's 3rd strikeout of the game. And in steps Tyson Kyer, one of 2 players on this team with A-ball experience, the other being Callan Stacy. So here's Kyer. Played the last 2 years at A. 3 years, actually. We have a timeout on the mound. This game brought to you by Mohawk Super Bingo. Sagonigarawi's Daibo on deck for the Warhawks. That's outside. 1-0 the count on Kyer. Off the plate, 2 balls, no strikes. That's in there. Good location, 2 balls and a strike. And that catches the inside corner. And it's a 2-2 count on Kyer. And he watches this one go by, and it's outside the strike zone. Full count. Fouled back. Here's the pitch. That's in there, and that is strike 3. No runs, no hits, no errors, no one left on. It's 10-1 St. Laurent heading into the top of the 3rd. We welcome you back here to the Sports Complex ball field, top of the 3rd inning. The St. Laurent Crush and the Kahnawake Warhawks U15A action. The Crush in command, leading by a score of 10-1. Antonin Kriviak stepping into bat, facing Tyson Kyer, who's in to pitch. And that first pitch is blown by. 0-1. Kyer, first-year Bantam player as well. Played Pee Wee last year, Pee Wee A. And quickly, he's ahead in the count, 0-2 on Antonin Kriviak. That misses low, and it's a 1-2 count. That's low, and it's an even 2-2. You have a St. Laurent pitcher warming up. It looks like Corenos is warming up in the Crush bullpen. That's strike 3. Oh, mamma mia, strike one. In steps Costas. He has walked. That was back in the first inning. That's strike one. Good pitch from Collier. Tyson Collier on the mound. The 0-1 pitch. That's fouled, and it's a 0-2 count. The 0-2 pitch to Sinalis. Got him! Two down, and Peter Samaras will step into bat now. Samaras has singled and driven in a run. He's 1 for 1 on the day. And that's in there for strike one. That is strike two, swung on a little high, and it's 0-2 the count. That's an off-speed pitch that just misses. 1-2. That's away, and it's a 2-ball, 2-strike count on Samaras. Tyson Collier sets, looking to get out of this inning. The 2-2 pitch. That's low, and it's a full count now. 3 balls, 2 strikes on Peter Samaras. So we'll try this again. Collier trying to get out of the inning. And he won't this time. So Samaras comes back. He was down on the count 0-2 and draws a walk. And Theo Gabriel will step into bat. Swung on and missed.
Oh no, his old mansion.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. That's outside, and we've got a 1-1 count. That will miss. Hit the backstop. Look at that bounce. Still don't think we're ever going to see a stolen base, stolen home play here. The 2-1 offering. Fouled back, and we've got an even 2-2 count. There we go. Tyson Collier trying to get out of this inning. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The pitch to Theo Gabriel. Got him! Strike 3. And that will do it for the top half of the 3rd inning. The Warhawks coming up to bat, trailing by 9. They'll be sending up Sagunigor Awis Daibo, Ethan Brascoop, Coda Daibo to bat. Bottom half of the 3rd inning set to commence here at the Sports Complex ball field. The U15A Warhawks trailing by a score of 10-1 to the St. Laurent Crush. New pitcher in the game for the Orange squad, Anthony Corenos, coming into pitch, and he will face Sagunigor Awis Daibo, Ethan Brascoop, Coda Daibo to start things off here in the bottom half of the 3rd inning. Here's the Warhawks catcher standing into bat. Here's the pitch. And Daibo behind on this off-speed pitch, 0-1 the count. That's in there, 0-2. And on the ground, that hit him. That's going to be a foul ball. As Daibo brought out the pitching wedge to make contact with that one. Here's the 0-2 to Daibo. That's upstairs, and a good eye makes it 1 ball, 2 strikes. Ethan Brascoop on deck. Daibo watches this one just miss, and it's a 2 ball, 2 strike count. I know that was a ball, but those pitches tend to swing at them. And he fouls this one off right at us. And our designated ball boy today is Barry Daibo, usually the assistant coach, but so Coreno steps in with a 2-2 count on Daibo. This is the 7th pitch of the at-bat. The windup and the delivery. And that is swung on and missed a little high, and that's strike 3, 1 down. So here's Ethan Brascoop. Brascoop, the call up from B, is in the lineup here to take a crack, and he hits this one on the ground to second. The throw to first in time, and there's 2 down. First pitch swinging. And Kota Daibo will step into bat. Swung on and missed. Strike 1 on Daibo. That's in there for strike 2. 0-2 the count. The 0-2. And Daibo stays alive, fouling this one back. Swung on and missed, and that is the end of the bottom of the 3rd inning. Neither team scores in the 3rd inning. We're heading to the top of the 4th. It's still 10-1 St. Laurent. Trying to get to the top of the 4th inning. We've got a new pitcher in the game. Logan Gabriel will throw him, the left-handed pitcher. And he'll face Victor Poisson, Matthew Reich, and Anthony Corenos here in the top of the 4th inning. Lefty on lefty. The first pitch is upstairs. 1 ball, no strikes. It's upstairs. 2 balls, no strikes. Gabriel actually due up to lead off the bottom of the 4th. That pitch is in the dirt. A couple of Warhawks out today. Jordan Norton, Cade Stacy, neither one of them are in uniform today. A couple of injuries. And that is a leadoff walk. So in steps Matthew Reich. That's upstairs. It's 1-0 the count. Two balls, no strikes here. As Logan Gabriel steps in. Don't forget our game next week in here, the Bantam Bees home opener. The Warhawks will play host to the Sault Cougars #2. Gabriel winds up and throws one over the catcher, and that is ball 4. That's in there for strike 1. That misses upstairs, and it's a 1-1 count. It's a 2-1 count. Three-1 count, and Ronnie Stacy's gonna come visit his pitcher. There's a strike by Gabriel, and it's a full count here. 3 balls, 2 strikes. And that's off the plate. Ball 4. And here comes Thomas Gendron. He's 2 for 2 with a single, an RBI, and a 2-run scored. And that's a little high, ball 1. It's foul tipped for strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike from Logan Gabriel. And that swung on and missed for strike 2. 1-2 on Gendron. St. Laurent with 3 runners on here, and all 3 have reached via bases on balls. The 1-2. That's upstairs. Even count, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Hit on the ground. And a run scores. (11-1) St. Laurent, and the Warhawks will have to score at least 1 in the next inning to keep the game going. Pitch misses away. 2 balls, no strikes. That's in there. Strike 1. Hit on the ground to third. They touch third, and a run scores. 12-1, 1 down. Good stop by Delaboost. Runners go to first and second. Runner at third, tagged out. A run crosses. It's 12-1 St. Laurent. And here's Filiatro. That's a foul tipped for strike 1. Swung on and missed for strike 2. Gabriel catching a bit of a groove here. 2 strikes on Filiatro. The 1-2 coming up from Logan Gabriel. Swung on and missed, and that is strike 3. And here comes Justin Vancourt, who's 2 for 2 with 2 runs driven in. Swung on and missed, strike 1. Field. Gabriel calls it, and it's dropped. And now the runner's going back. Runners are trapped, but now they're all back. It's an error, and this inning will go. We'll keep going. And Antoine Crevier steps in. He's 0 for 1, has a sacrifice, and struck out back in the third. 12-1 St. Laurent leading. That's off the plate, ball 1. I want to know the count here. That swung on and missed. Nice little changeup. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 outs here in the top of the 4th inning. 12-run St. Laurent. Bases loaded. What would be the 5th run is on first base. Hit on the ground, but foul. And Logan Gabriel's 1 strike away from getting out of this inning. Here's a 2-strike pitch. 2-2 from Logan Gabriel, trying to get out of this inning. The windup. That foul tipped and it hits the umpire in the chest. Off the plate, full count. Foul tipped off the umpire again. I think he wishes he was calling balls and strikes from behind the pitcher now. Here's a 3-2 from Gabriel. That misses. St. Laurent. And here's Costa at Sinalis. Hit on the ground to third, and that'll get through to the outfield. 1 run scores, the 5th run is coming across, and he will score. And St. Laurent maxes out here. 15-1 heading into the bottom half of the 4th inning. There's a bit of a delay, but that is 5. Poisson, Reich, Gendron, Nadeau, and Vaillancourt have all scored. That's 5 here in this inning. Warhawks got a rally. They need at least 5 runs in the next inning to keep the game going. We welcome you back here to the Sports Complex field, bottom of the 4th inning. Kahnawake trailing 15-1, needing 5 runs to keep this ball game going. So Logan Gabriel will lead things off. Asia Delarone, Casey Delabous, the 3 batters. In to face Thomas Gendron in his 2nd inning of work. And here's Gendron taking on Logan Gabriel, the left-handed batter. That misses for ball 1. Strike 1. And Gabriel swings to this one and strike 2, 1-2 the count. In the dirt for ball 2. Asia Delarone on deck. She grounded out back in the 1st. And it's a full count now, 3 balls, 2 strikes. That's ball 4. And it's a walk, and for the first time since the first inning, the Warhawks have been able to get a runner aboard here. Only one base hit for Kahnawake. 2 walks and 1 stolen base. So here is Asia Laurent. She grounded out back in the first. Runners going. Ball 1. And that is a stolen base for Logan Gabriel. Runners going again. And he's in there. Runner on third, nobody out here for the Warhawks. 2-0 the count on Laurent with Casey Delaboost on deck. Fouled back. Chado dropped the ball. Sorry, Chad, just had to. 2 balls and a strike. That's inside. 3 balls and a strike, I believe. That catches the plate right at the knees, and it's a full count. And that's strike 3. And that is the first out of the bottom of the 4th. And in steps Casey Delaboost. She walked, stole a base, and scored the only run for the Warhawks back in the first. Takes an off-speed pitch in there for strike 1. Callan Stacy on deck. He's 0 for 1, grounded out. That misses for ball 1. That's in there. 1-2 the count. That misses. That misses. Again, no one stealing home with this backstop. The one in Lachine is probably the best for pitch for batters to steal home because there's so much room in the backstop. Full count offering here, the pitch. And that misses, and Delaboost draws a walk. And in steps Callan Stacy. He grounded out back in the first. (15-1) St. Laurent on top here. Warhawks with 2 runners on. Runners going, and that will take away the double play possibility. Delaboost gets the second. Callan Stacy puts it in play on the ground. They get the force at first. But Logan Gabriel crosses the plate and he scores the Warhawks' second run of the game. It's 15-2 with a runner on third. 2 down, and in steps Kahnawake Gabriel. He's 1 for 1. Has the only base hit of the game for the Warhawks, which was an RBI double back in the first. He skies this one in the infield, and that will do it for the ball game. Warhawks score 1 here in the bottom of the 4th, but it's not enough to keep this game going. And the St. Laurent Crush have defeated the Kahnawake Warhawks here in U15A play by a final score of 15-2. Oh, you know what? I think we got an inning to play after this. We're coming back with the top half of the 5th. We're back here as Kahnawake Gabriel steps in to pitch. It's the top of the 5th inning.
Get it in there, Russ. Get it in there. You in the glove.
Peter Samaras steps in. He's 1 for 1 with a single and a walk. There's strike 1 from Gabriel. Did not pitch last season, but is pitching this year. Another pitcher who's not here for the Warhawks today, Cade Stacy, who was pretty much their setup man slash closer last year. That swung on and missed. Two balls, 2 strikes. That's strike 3. Good pitch by Gabriel. First out of the top of the 5th. So here comes Theo Gabriel. He is 0 for 1, has walked, scored a run, and struck out. That's strike 1. The 0-1. Swung on and missed. 0-2. Nice little off-speed pitch there by Gabriel. That's in the dirt for ball 1. Jade is at first. Logan Gabriel's at third. Callan Stacy's at short. Kodadai was moved to second. Rascoops in center. Jackson Norton's in, Rascoops in left, and there's strike 3. Second out. And Victor Potsnau comes in. He's 1 for 1, singled and scored a run. He's also walked. Jackson Norton's in center. James Stacy in right. Ball 1. Saw the umpire close, but that's high for ball 1. Even the coach for the Warhawks said, I'll give you that one. And that's off the plate, 2 balls. That misses for ball 3. That's in there for strike 1. That's a little too low, and it's ball 4, and the Crush have a runner aboard. So here's Matthew Reich, who is unofficially, he has no at-bats because he's walked twice and has reached on an error, but he has scored 3 runs. Watches ball one go by, want to know the count. That misses. Ball two. That is ball three. That's in there.
Same speed, just right at the glove.
Hit on the ground towards first. It'll be knocked down. The throw not in time, and runners will advance to first or to second. And there's a runner on first as well on the base hit for Matthew Reich. So that is his first official at bat after walking twice and reaching on an error. He's been on base 4 times. Here's Anthony Korenos. No official at bats for him either. Actually, he's 0 for 1 officially with a sac fly. Has walked 2 times, has scored 1 run. Whoa! And Gabriel with some sweet chin music for Korenos knocks him down. That's ball 1. You got to remember too when you're going down to keep that bat out of the way. If that there's a strike, good pitch from Gabriel. But if that pitch, even if that pitch is going to your head and you fall down and the ball hits the bat, it's a strike. It's a foul tip. Here's the pitch. In the dirt. 2 balls and a strike here. 2 runners on with 2 outs. And that misses. 3 balls to a strike. That is off the plate. And the bases are loaded for Thomas Gendron, who is 2 for 2 with 3 runs scored. He is also walked.
Goes up and you drop it this time, it's another lot. Get up, Matt.
That's in there for strike 1.
Matt.
Off the plate, ball 1. Swung on and missed. One ball, 2 strikes. On the ground to first. Knocked down. They'll flip it to first in time, and that will do it for the top half of the 5th. St. Laurent gets 1 hit, but they leave the bases loaded. Nobody scores. Bottom half of the 5th. Warhawks need 4 to keep the game going. It's 15-2. Bottom of the 5th. This game brought to you by Mohawk Super Bingo. 15-2 St. Laurent on top of Kahnawake here in U15A action. New pitcher for the Crush. That's Thomas Gendron. So the top 3 batters for the Crush in the lineup have pitched. So in steps James Stacy. Or no, Jaden Norton, sorry. Jaden Norton, James Stacy, Jackson Norton, the 3 due up for the Hawks here in the bottom half of the 5th. Norton struck out back in the bottom half of the first inning. It's been a little while since he's gotten an opportunity to bat. There's strike one from John Draw, 0-1 the count. That one misses, it's 1-1. And that's low for ball two. 2-1 the count on Jada. Three and one the count here. That's in there for strike two, and it's a full count. Ball four. Jada draws a walk to lead off the bottom half of the fifth. Here's James Stacy, 0 for 1, struck out back in the second. That's in there on Stacy, 0-1 the count. 15-2 St. Laurent. Warhawks just one base hit on the day. That came all the way back in the bottom half of the first inning. Throw back to first. Norton gets in there. Ooh.
Stay on the base. Stay on the base. Now you can come off the base.
Swung on and missed. And Norton stopped, but she'll advance to second.
Head in the game.
The phone away. See the phone on the bench again. I'm gonna throw it in the water myself. First base, boys. First base. Pick up first base.
That swung on and missed. Norton's going to third. The throw. And now the throw gets by into the outfield. The throw home. She scores. Jada Norton scores on a base running and fielding and throwing triple blunder, which works to Kahnawake's advantage there, 15-3. One down. Here's Jackson Norton. He struck out back in the second inning. Two and 0. Jackson fouls this one off. 2-1 the count. That's in there for strike two. That misses upstairs, and it's a full count, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Sagonigarawa's Daibo on deck as Tyson Kyer left this game after the top of the third. And that's strike 3. And here's Sago Nigarawi's Daibo. He struck out back in the bottom of the 3rd. And he represents the last out for the Warhawks here. Kahnawake needs to score 3 to keep this game going past this inning. He bunts! The throw to first in time. There was a good element of surprise there, but unfortunately it was bunted right back towards the pitcher. And that is going to do it here from the Sports Complex field. Your final score, St. Laurent 15, Kahnawake 3.
Added a couple stories on the audio.